亲爱的夏天，我一直想与我爱的人一起默默结束这段旅程，而现在我就要退休了。正如萨米特教练说的那样，追逐人与激情，你就永远不会失败。WNBA 巨星坎迪斯·帕克在上个月底宣布退役，仅仅2周之后便出任阿迪女篮业务总裁。帕克不仅实现了自己的人生突破，也为更多女性运动员在退役后继续发挥价值开了个好头。因为传统女性运动员往往收入微薄，她们缺乏男性经常动辄百万千万的合同，她们在职业比赛后决定做什么往往更加重要。帕克在2023年的收入约为810万美元，足以让她成为世界上收入最高的女篮运动员，但这与 NBA 的同龄人相比仍然微不足道。坎迪斯与阿迪的关系正式始于2008年，并在2010年成为了阿迪首位拥有系列签名鞋的女性运动员。她还与该品牌合作打造了3个系列，包括高性能运动鞋以及赛前赛后服装。2022年，她领导了一项针对阿迪赞助的一流大学生运动员的导师计划。除了阿迪以外，帕克还与2K 体育、加德勒、尼桑汽车、赛百味等有着代言合作，投资了超过20家初创公司，并且涉足洛杉矶女足俱乐部和排球联赛等等。除了商业层面，坎迪斯还是演员、社会活动家、NBA 赛事分析师、体育评论员等等。此次出任阿迪总裁，让我们看到了全球女子体育市场的快速崛起，更是在整个社会层面推动了性别平等，开创了体育行业包容性和变革性领导力的新时代。
Hi, I'm AJ Hess. I'm a staff editor at Fast Company. We're in LA for Candace Parker's interview. Check it out. After winning NCAA championships, WNBA championships, and Olympic gold medals, Candace Parker recently announced her retirement, and she shared exclusively with Fast Company her next move.
I'm excited to be named the president of Adidas women's basketball and to be a part of a brand for 16 years. Almost 17 years. I wore the shoe for 4 years in college at Tennessee. I wore it 2 years in high school. The brand and I have grown together, and I think we've done some amazing things, and I'm excited about what the future holds on this side of things.
Do you know what your day-to-day responsibilities are going to be like? Do you have your office picked out? What's it going to be like being in this role?
This is the major thing that I said to Adidas was, I don't want to be a face. I want to be a part of this because I'm so passionate about it. It's so important to me to make this global. Like, I'm not talking about just in the States. I want to make this a global thing, and I think we can.
Being a Black woman, being a member of the LGBTQ community, being an athlete, I think for a long time, the women's sports industry kind of underappreciated those consumer segments. And we're just now seeing that if you make products for them, that it's good business. Can you just talk to me about, what you've seen in your own investments in women's sports and how they've paid off, why you think women's sports is a strong investment?
And it's kind of funny because people come to me and they're like, man, could you imagine the women's game? And it's like, we've been telling you this. So not only are we not investing in this and not doing what we, could have been ahead of the game, but you're losing because you weren't doing it to begin with. I think that there's power in these type of moments that are like, we've told you for this long. But I think it's also super important that when those people sit in these positions to be able to open up doors, and not just in the seats we're in decision-making seats, and powerful seats, how we see our athletes, right? Like, what if it's from a different point of view? So the people behind the camera, they've got to be diverse as well. People that are making the products have to be diverse as well. And so I think it's super important to see, yes, this is the women's sports part, but it's all across the board.
What are your biggest goals and hopes at Adidas now that you put your 100% in here?
I'm me all the time, 100% of the time. And that means talking shit. That means, expressing my feelings, saying no and it being a full sentence. I don't have to explain myself, but it also comes from me realizing I want to open up all these doors, but I want them to be authentic in the way that we open them. We're going to keep the momentum, and this isn't going to just be a moment. This is going to be momentum towards what we know we can build. I hope that if I didn't inspire the next, I inspired the next that inspires the next. So I think it's about listening as well, and I hope to do that very well because I think the next generation can tell us a lot.